Such a crazy time in our nation's history that we're living through right now. It's sad and it's troubling to see our country as divided as it is. And after witnessing the assault on our nation's capital, it's hard not to think that we've reached bottom. I'm not sure things can get much worse. I am, however, hopeful for better days ahead. I'm hopeful that our country will come together and heal, and hopeful that a new leadership in Washington under President Biden. I want to believe that today is a new day, that we can start fresh, and our elected officials will finally put the American people and the American worker above all else. Today, I guess I'm just full of hope for tomorrow. I like what I see so far from our new president. His bold plan to battle the coronavirus through a massive, well-coordinated vaccination rollout. It gives me hope that we'll be able to reopen the country's economy in the coming months. Our bars and restaurants, our meetings and our family gatherings, and ultimately get everyone back to work safely. But what I'm most hopeful for is President Biden's appointment of Boston Mayor Marty Walsh to serve as Secretary of Labor. It is perhaps the most prolific cabinet appointment that working people have ever seen. And it gives everybody that wakes up at the crack of dawn and straps on a pair of boots and goes to a dangerous job hope. Hope for a safer workplace. Hope for better wages and hope for better benefits, like health care and retirement. You may be wondering, what does Mayor Walsh's appointment to Labor Secretary mean for union members like you and I? To me, it breaks down to 10 issues we look forward to being addressed by Secretary Walsh. We can expect a higher focus on workplace safety. As someone who worked in construction, Mayor Walsh knows, better than any other Secretary of Labor before him, the importance of going home to your family safely at the end of the workday. One of Mayor Walsh's first challenges as Secretary of Labor will be to tackle COVID workplace-related issues and enacting emergency temporary standards for workplace safety. At no time during the last 50 years has the number of OSHA inspectors ever been as low as it is today. Look for Mayor Walsh to increase the number of OSHA inspectors and step up enforcement of existing health and safety laws, laws that our non-union competition typically ignore. We know that Mayor Walsh will advocate for more resources for registered apprenticeship programs like ours, to expand and continue to provide the cutting-edge skills necessary to keep our contractors successful and our members working. And proposals raised during the Trump administration to allow non-union contractors to set up sham apprenticeship programs that wouldn't have to comply with training and safety. They wouldn't have to comply with progressive wage increments and apprentice to journeyman ratios. In a Walsh Labor administration, those fake programs won't see the light of day. Mayor Walsh will also use the resources of the Department of Labor to help workers, not to attack unions. Under the Trump administration, the Department of Labor has shifted financial resources away from labor law enforcement so more money could be spent attacking unions. Mayor Walsh will make sure that agency resources are focused on areas that actually benefit workers, like improvements to workplace safety standards, job training, expanding access to unemployment insurance, and the hiring of more of our veterans, people of color, and women on construction sites. We believe Mayor Walsh will push hard to crack down on wage theft and bring back workplace safety rules that bar contractors with a history of violating these rules from winning federal contracts. He will work hard to protect and expand the Davis-Bacon Act, the federal prevailing wage law. Mayor Walsh will promote the use of project labor agreements to ensure that workers receive family-sustaining wages and benefits, and that builders receive the best quality workmanship at the most competitive pricing, while utilizing the most diverse workforce to rebuild and maintain our crumbling American infrastructure. And he will fight to eliminate and repeal right-to-work laws. Mayor Walsh will protect the retirement savings of millions of American workers and their families by enforcing protections provided by ERISA, the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. He will seek to further protect our retirement benefits through new pro-worker legislation and pension reform. He won't push to take those benefits away like we've seen in recent years. He will also push for real labor law reform by fighting for and passing the PRO Act, which expands and protects the union's right to organize. Mayor Walsh knows firsthand that from increased unionization flows higher wages, safer workplaces, and better health care and less discrimination. And finally, having Mayor Walsh in Washington as Secretary of Labor, it means we now have a true friend in the room at the highest level where decisions are being made, decisions that affect each and every one of us. Today is a great day for labor. And as much as we hate to lose Mayor Walsh here in Boston, we're looking forward to working with Secretary Walsh down in Washington. We are so proud of our friend Mayor Walsh. From all of us at IBEW Local 103 and from the greater labor movement, we wish him the very, very best. We know his success is our success. I'm Lou Antonellis, the business manager of IBEW Local 103. Let's get to work.